Good evening, everybody. This is a little bit out of sequence on the projects I'm working on, but as I'm starting to set this up, I thought this would be a great example of showing you how I make sure that I get all the pieces of a complicated cut onto a spread in the right way. And so I'm going to show you what I'm doing. This is from a visit from our family to the National Corvette Museum, and what I have here is my background paper and then a cut that I've already made out of the building that you can see here in the background in these pictures. See the yellow building with the red spire. So I want to put that on one of the pages, and I was able to find a design that I could make for that, but it has got a lot of pieces and it's a little complicated, so I want to make sure they all get in the right place. So the cut has already been made, and I'm basically just going to take off this top layer, and you can see when I put it on the black how many pieces there are, and you can see the remaining pieces here. So making sure that you get them all in the same place is usually really hard unless you use this trick. I'm going to take this background piece that I've cut out, and I'm going to tape it exactly where I want it onto my background paper. So I'm just making sure I'm getting that very carefully done. And I'm just going to do it a little bit in two places, partially because I think this cut is so nice. I might end up using this in part of the project a little bit later. So making sure everything's lined up. The black paper is just a little bit bigger than the yellow paper. So a little bit of tape on the back. There we go. Now it's as simple as this. Now in the logo, the piece is red. I actually cut this already. So basically what I'll do is put the tape on to the background paper, and I'm just going to slide in the red piece that I've already cut. Let's make sure I've got it the right way. There we go. So it's perfectly in there, and I am just going to lay some sticky tabs down on each of these spots. The bigger ones I put more than one area so that they'll stick. The smaller ones I'm just putting one down. So I have all, oops, nope, there's some more. See, I messed up there a little bit. I'll show you how I'm going to fix that. I'm going to take this Cricut tool, and I'm just going to pull that back a little bit and flip it over. It'll still be sticky. So I think I'm going to start with this one. It's just now a matter of putting them all back into place. Look how fast this is going. Instead of trying to eyeball it or measure it all out, literally just filling in the pieces here. figured out this trick a couple of years ago on a project where I had a lot of intricate cuts, and I'm like, how in the world am I going to do this? And when I peeled off the background piece, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this can serve as a nice template to make this go well. So, see how quickly this is going versus trying to eyeball every piece and make sure that you know where it's going. I find it a little easier to put down all the tabs first because you can move quicker. If you're using glue, though, that is not a great idea because the glue will tend to dry before you can get it done. Okay. Sometimes I miss a little bit, just use my fingers and pulling the piece into place. When I feel it fall into its hole, then I know that it's ready. Okay. It is important to tape down or tape the two background pieces together, because if you don't do that, sometimes this template will move and then you have a hard time keeping it straight. Almost done here, last row. You can see over on my Cricut pad I've got this extra piece. That's the red paper I cut that out of. Oops, what have I done? There we go. So as it's put together, it's a little harder to see. You might be able to see in the video the slight cut lines. Okay. Put my protector over that. And now it's just a matter of using this blade to put the tape off and gently pull this away. Got a couple that are sticking. There we go. See how easy that was? And it took me less than 7 minutes to pull off. So thanks for watching tonight. Hope you've learned something from this technique. Have a great evening. Take care.